Well, here we are back with the second part of our video, and what I wanted to show you is that, as you saw before, we couldn't use offset in Inventor. There's too much going on for it to be able to deal with. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use our good old friend offset. That's right here. So O for offset, and I'm going to pick 1.5 as my distance. I'm going to come over here and pick my D and pull it to the inside, pull it to the outside like that, and do my 3 and all my letters. The U's and T's and O's are really the easy ones, because they or the T's are anyway, because they have the C's are easy because they only require you to pull it from one side, and then the D's, and there we go. Now, if you were going to be doing this with CNC, I would be doing my work right now in AutoCAD. It's much easier. So I'm going to go to Fillet, and I'm going to pick radius of 0.25, which is the radius of a 1/2 inch cutter, which is standard on most CNC machines. And I'm going to come up in here and just fillet all these places that I know that would be required to be filleted for the CNC machinery, because they do not like to have square corners. It's just, they have a really hard time with them. So anything that's an inside corner needs to be and that needs to be radiused. That's the inside, but it's not where the cutter would be cutting. So this is where the cutter would be cutting, and the cutter would cut here also. And again, we're going to go around and just do this whole thing. I'm going to pause for. And here I am just finishing up the D. Whoop. Just the insides where the cutter is going to have to go around that radius. Okay. So there we go. So I've done all my geometry work here in AutoCAD rather than taking it and trying to do it all in Inventor. It's just it's a lot faster. Okay. So here we go. I believe we're good to go. Everything is a polyline, so I'm happy. I'm going to go File. I'm going to go Save As, and we're going to call this Text with Offset. There we go. And File, Save As, and I want to make sure that that is a DXF file, so I did save it as a DXF file. That's great. Okay, so I close that out. I'm going to go File and Open, and I'm still looking for DFX ones, and there's my one with offset, so I'm going to open it up. I'm going to go through the same configuration, make sure I'm answering the same questions. You can set it up so that it will be the same every time, and you can skip this, but it's a good thing to have. Now, it's going to take a little longer for it to open up, because just the fact that there is additional geometry, because we did all the offsets. So if it took a couple minutes, it didn't take a couple minutes, but it took probably a minute last time. It might take a couple minutes. So I'm going to pause this, and we're back, and that actually took a couple minutes. The additional geometry required AutoCAD or Inventor to work pretty hard. Here's that little piece of whatever it is out here. We're going to get rid of that if I can. You're going to let me delete that? Come on. Oh, that's because I need to go in here, and I need to go into this. We're on the 0. We're not on the sketch layer. We're actually on the 0 layer. So I'm going to right click, and I'm going to go Edit Sketch. And now I can go in here, and I can grab this little thing and throw that away. That out of our hair. So here is all our font, and you can do a little. Now you look here. This looks a little wonky, doesn't it? Oh, and I'm going to pause. There was another video. The first video processed. This looks a little wonky. You can see that it's not quite even. So what we're going to do is we're going to work our way across from the front to the back, and I'm going to do a few of these, and then I'll jump out of here and do the rest of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our wonderful tools the constraint tools that Inventor has. So first thing I'm going to do is going to go, on this one I'm going to go to vertical constraint and grab that. Notice how it kind of stood up a little bit. Okay, and I think we're okay there. Yeah, and I'm going to do another one here. Come over here with this one. And that's already over constrained. And I think these are all, so that really helped, just doing that one. Okay, let's do a horizontal constraint. And it looks like it did just about everything really well. I'm really impressed with how well that did, just picking that first letter. And it does that sometimes, and that's good. Okay, well, we're going to call this good then. That was easy. I'm going to finish sketch, and I'm going to show you a little trick here. Extrude. Okay, I'm going to pick just the outside of the letters and the inside of the letters, but not the middles. And you'll see why in a second. And let's extrude these 2 inches. Now, let's go back and go to New Sketch, pick a face. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to go Project Geometry. Obviously, we're picking all this geometry across here. And I'm going to pause. And we're going to finish picking our geometry as we go across here. Go to Home. There's our geometry all picked. Okay. And finish sketch. Now I'm going to go to Extrude again. I'm going to pick the inside of this geometry. So I'm going to pick face, 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 face. And there's all our geometry. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it go the other way. Make it go to the inside, and I'm only going to have it go 1 inch. Now you have 3D letters that are hollowed out inside. Okay? So if you were doing this on a CNC, this would be exactly what you would want to, this would be the information that you would want for your CNC. It would be your perimeters, your interiors, the area that you wanted to route out, and everything would already have a radius. So I just thought I would show you how that works, and you do need AutoCAD to do this. You can't do this in Inventor. Inventor doesn't have an ability to create text. So hope that helps. Have a great day, and we'll get some more videos up soon. Take care. CAD God in Training, please sign up. I'm having fun doing this.